Hello, hello, and welcome to the Empowered by Design podcast. Today, we are continuing our love journey with card number 14, the Judge. I am so excited to share thoughts, ideas, invite you to make meaning of this card for your life, love, maybe your biz. And we are going to dive right into the Judge. Stay tuned. Hello, hello. I am Dr. Liz. I am your host of the Empowered by Design podcast. I'm so excited to be with you again for our love journey of season 8, where we are going through the 8 card pulls that we did in the first episode of this season from my favorite deck, the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck and guidebook by Kim Krantz. So in that very first season or episode of the season 8, in episode 152, our love journey, celebrating love on 808, we pulled 8 cards. That is the outline of this season. We have gone through card number 1 that we pulled was Eros, erotic love, which is beautiful because we are all about love here at Visionistas on this love journey. That was episode 153. Episode 155 was last week. That was our second card, which was the Crone. We learned lots about all things witchy and fabulous and mystical, magical, that trifecta of the maiden, mother, crone, feminine archetype, trilogy power. So today we are on to our third card that was pulled in random order or in, with all the synchronicities. And we are making meaning of these cards each individually, and then we are making meaning of them all together because they're our outline for this season of our love journey together. So before we get started, we're going to do some snacks and apps. We'll do an energy inventory check-in, and then we will dive into the Judge card. So first of all, snacks and apps. How was everyone's Labor Day weekend? Pause. Think about it. So we just came back from Labor Day weekend over the past weekend, which is the official end of summer. So if you're sad about that, me too. And I also wore my boots today to work. So I love that colder, crisper air is coming. I had a really fabulous time, a little fun getaway with my hubby. We went to the beach, probably the last time of the season, and it was so much fun to be together. As you know, as a love and relationship specialist, and you hear me say this, how very, very, very important it is to make time for your relationship, make time for yourself. Your partner should be making time for themselves, himself, herself, themselves. And it's important for you to make time for the relationship. And what we talked about with in Love Notes with Angie, just in our very recent episode 154, where you're taking time to do a marriage or a relationship check-in meeting, and then do fun things, making sure that fun is in there. We love fun. We love love. We love fun here. And it's important. It's important to connect and have that time away. We are very fortunate that we have lots of family who love our children, and our children went away to camp with family and had a blast themselves. So, and we're back together now, back to school and easing into the school year. How was your transition? How was your Labor Day? How was your maybe end of summer celebration? It's not officially over, right? The summer is not officially over yet. We will come to the autumn equinox in just a few weeks, but unofficially, Labor Day does kind of end it for us, at least over here in the northeast part of the United States where I am physically located. And we have such fun things coming up this month at Visionistas. We will be hosting our very first mini wellness retreat. Oh, Vicki Alersha is a counselor here at Visionistas with me. The two of us have come together and created a beautiful little getaway without having to go away, right? Right in our backyard, we are going to be hosting this at Jacobsburg Park in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. We are so fortunate to have such a beautiful, beautiful park literally in our backyard. And so we will be hosting an in-person wellness retreat where we will be helping you transition into the fall season, whatever that means for you. As you are here with us, it will be in person, as I mentioned, and we're getting grounded with nature. So Vicki is certified in ecotherapy, and we are very much all about helping you, helping ourselves, helping each other be well, be grounded, take time to breathe. There will be lots of little different activities that will be designed for everyone, something for everyone. So this is a wellness retreat for everyone. You can find the information on that at my website, drliz.com/wellness-retreat. And I will link that in the show notes, of course. So you can just click on that and go right to it. We are doing this in conjunction and collaboration with the Chamber of Commerce. Nazareth Area Chamber of Commerce is doing a small biz shop local celebration week here in Nazareth. So this is our collaboration effort to bring wellness outside of the therapy space, outside of our office, into nature, and really nurture our connection with the sun, the wind, the moon, the earth, the trees, the grass, the flowers, all the things, all the little creatures, and to be connected and grounded and to take time to reset, rejuvenate, and go into this next phase, this next season with energy and light and love. So we hope to see you there. There are people who registered right away. So we're loving this energy that you're wanting this. So people are loving this wellness retreat, and we're so excited to be able to bring it to you. So we're going to do our energy inventory. So we'll take our breath. Check in with yourself. Body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit. What's going on for you physically? What's going on in your mind? Ideas, thoughts that are important, and some that may also be able to be put to the side for this time as we are together. What emotional energy are you carrying with you today? And not judging it, just noticing it. Ooh! Not judging it, but we're doing the judge card. I can't wait. That is the important part, right? Is to recognize and embrace what it is you're thinking, feeling, emoting, sensing, perceiving without judgment. The judgment is where we can get ourselves into stress and anxiety and pressure and tension and conflict and friction. So we'll see what the judge card has for us today, but I always invite us to recognize, notice, as in a mindfulness approach way, to just notice, be aware of, observe what we are thinking, feeling, sensing, how we're reacting. What's in your soul, that part of you, that core identity part of you, your values, your mission, your purpose, your passion, your vision, and your spirit, that energy that is within you internally, physically, and then that extends beyond you to connect you with others, the universe, divinity, God energy, the angels, your spirit team. Check in with yourself, body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit. And then we are going to go right into this card. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it there. And I will describe it for those of you who are listening. All of them are wonderful. Thank you for being with us. No matter how you join and follow the podcast, I invite you to share it and subscribe. And if you have some time, rate and review it. We'd love to be able to share the love and get this inspiration, education out, and empowerment out to as many people as possible. So the Judge card is card number 14, and it is split into quadrants. The card is circular, so if you have seen, and I will put a picture on social and also in my email list. So if you're not on my email list, get on it because you get lots of fun little things that come each week. And we send them right to your inbox. So no work for you. It is a circular card divided into 4 quadrants. In the top left is what looks to be an eye, an animal eye, looks like to me, maybe a wolf. And the eye is just a cutout with a little bit of, the body around it. But that is surrounded by a yellow cloud, a yellow circular, a little bit of orange in there, a little bit of white in there. I love when I hold them a little bit further away too, because it's fun to see. Even sometimes when I put them down and look at them from above, there's more to notice. The second quadrant, so if we're top right now, we're moving horizontally, is one hand raised up, kind of if you were to put a blessing out or put a stop sign out with your hand. That is how it is shaped, and that is in a black background. It's a black and white photo, so it's a lighter hand on a black background. In the third quadrant, so the bottom right, is the top part of a skull, and the background of that one is white with black, very skinny black lines. And then the bottom left quadrant is another hand outstretched in a way of receiving or giving and receiving, but the hand is palm up in this quadrant. And so we see the complexity, and already we've talked about judgment here without even being intentional about, using the word judge in our card. That is the judge. But what comes up for you in the word, the judge? Who do you judge? Who is the judge? Who is your judge? I'm hearing bells again. Funny how they sound when we are doing this. And it's a different time of day that I'm recording this episode. So as I was saying earlier, when we make judgments it's important to know that we do that as humans, right? We make evaluations, we make judgments. Is this safe? Is this dangerous? Is this good? Is this bad? Is this positive? Is this negative? And for safety, sometimes that is absolutely necessary. And at other times, judgment can be reserved, and we can put our judgment to the shelf. I like to say, picture just putting it somewhere else and noticing, observing, being aware of what it is we're experiencing in this life. As we're talking about this on a love journey, right? We love love here. We are special. We specialize in love. And so it's important to recognize how we allow judgment also to come into our relationships, our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with others, and to recognize the power of judgment and also what kind of power judgment can bring to us and to our relationships. And so I am going to get to the book and go to, and this is card 14, and we just did card 13, the crone. So these are coming right in succession to each other. And I'm going to read it for you, and then we will make meaning of this together. The judge, the critic, the diplomat, the advocate. Ooh, I love it. The judge has an incredibly important job. They work every waking hour of every day, helping us discern what is safe, true, and just. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into painful judgment of self and other. Ironically, the judge's energy can be the seed of racism, bigotry, and fear-mongering. This is the judge out of balance, building walls separating from other. When this same discerning force is made conscious and healed, however, the judge may be found advocating for civil rights causes, standing up for the underdog, providing resources for those in need, and forgiving again and again. Love is the deciding factor. Oh, I love that. Awakening this archetype is essential for the complex times we are in. Get your judge in order. The world needs it. Oh, I love this. I love it. We are going to go through it. I decided this as I was reading it to go all the way through once, and we'll go back through to invite meaning of each part. So the judge has a very incredibly important job. And now I have to go. So this will be part 1 of the YouTube video, and we will come back and go through the card in more depth and more detail.